Okay, here's a wild thought. What if I told you there's a cloud in space made entirely of alcohol? No, I'm not making this up. And that's just the beginning. Buckle up, because today we're going to uncover some mind-blowing truths about the universe that will make you question everything you know. We're talking about planets made of diamonds, places where time runs differently, and black holes that could swallow entire solar systems. The deeper you go, the stranger it gets. Trust me. You'll want to stick around till the end because the final fact might make you look up at the night sky a little differently. Imagine being in the loudest explosion ever, but hearing nothing. In space, that's exactly what would happen. You see, sound waves are vibrations that travel through a medium, like air or water. But in the vast emptiness of space, there's nothing for those sound waves to vibrate. It's a perfect vacuum. Now imagine this. Two colossal planets collide, a cosmic smash-up of epic proportions. You're a safe distance away, of course, but still close enough to witness this celestial spectacle. You'd see the planets crumble, the blinding flash of energy, the debris scattering across light years, but you wouldn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a rumble, not even the faintest echo. It's a strange thing to wrap your head around, isn't it? This symphony of destruction playing out on a cosmic scale, and yet complete and utter silence. We're so used to associating events with sounds, but out there, it's a completely different story. In reality, space is a silent film, a breathtaking visual spectacle unfolding in a sea of profound stillness. Let's talk about Venus for a second, the second planet from the Sun and Earth's closest planetary neighbor. It's often called Earth's twin because of its similar size and composition, but don't be fooled. Venus is a world of extremes. It has a thick, toxic atmosphere that traps heat, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. But here's the real kicker. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus rotates on its axis so incredibly slowly that it takes about 243 Earth days to complete one full rotation, which is what we call a day. But here's the catch. It only takes Venus about 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun, which is its year. Imagine celebrating your birthday, then watching the seasons change, and then finally, as the year draws to a close, you get to celebrate your birthday again. It's a completely different way of experiencing time, a cosmic quirk that makes Venus even more fascinating. So the next time you're complaining about a long day, just be thankful you're not on Venus, where a day seems to stretch on forever. You'd think the closest planet to the Sun would be the hottest, right? I mean, it makes sense. Closer to the fire, the hotter it gets. But the universe likes to throw curveballs, and in this case, the fiery trophy goes to Venus, not Mercury. Here's the deal. Mercury might be the closest to the Sun, but it lacks something crucial, an atmosphere. It's basically a bare, rocky world. Venus, on the other hand, is shrouded in this incredibly dense atmosphere, mostly made up of carbon dioxide, and that, my friends, is the key to its extreme heat. Think of it like a greenhouse, but on a planetary scale. The Sun's radiation pierces through Venus's atmosphere, heating up the surface. That heat then tries to escape back into space, but the thick layer of carbon dioxide traps it, causing a runaway greenhouse effect. Now let's talk about some of the most extreme objects in the universe, neutron stars. These are the remnants of massive stars that have gone supernova, exploding in a spectacular display of cosmic fireworks. What's left behind is a core of matter so incredibly dense that it boggles the mind. Imagine this, you take a neutron star, right? And you scoop out a chunk of it, just a teaspoonful. Now this teaspoonful of neutron star would weigh billions of tons, more than Mount Everest. That's how tightly packed the matter is inside these cosmic behemoths. To give you a sense of scale, a neutron star is about the size of a city, but it contains more mass than our entire sun. It's like squeezing all the matter in the sun into a tiny ball. The gravity on a neutron star is so strong that if you were to stand on its surface, not that you could, you'd be crushed instantly, flattened like a pancake. It's basically a giant atomic nucleus, held together by the immense force of gravity. Now, for all you space enthusiasts with a taste for the extraordinary, I've got some exciting news. There's a massive cloud of alcohol floating around in space. This isn't science fiction, folks, it's the real deal. This cosmic cocktail bar, known as Sagittarius B2, is a giant molecular cloud located near the center of our Milky Way galaxy. It's about 150 light-years across and contains enough alcohol to make trillions upon trillions of liters of beer. We're talking about enough booze to quench the thirst of the entire galaxy and then some. But before you start planning your interstellar pub crawl, there's a catch. This isn't your typical earthly brew. We're talking about mostly methanol, a type of alcohol that's toxic to humans. Still, the discovery of this massive alcohol cloud is pretty mind-blowing. Ever wished you were a little taller? Well, space travel might be the answer, at least temporarily. You see, here on Earth, gravity is constantly pulling us down, compressing our spines, and making us a tad shorter than we actually are. But in the microgravity environment of space, that downward force is significantly reduced. Without gravity weighing them down, astronauts' spines can stretch out, allowing them to gain a couple of inches in height. Once astronauts return to Earth and the relentless pull of gravity takes hold again, their spines gradually compress, and they return to their normal height. It makes you wonder what other strange and unexpected effects prolonged space travel might have on our physiology. Okay, folks, get ready for this one because it's a real head-scratcher. The universe is expanding, and it's not just expanding, it's expanding faster than the speed of light. I know, it sounds impossible. After all, Einstein taught us that nothing can travel faster than light. And that's still true within the fabric of space-time. But here's the thing, the expansion of the universe isn't about objects moving through space. It's about space itself stretching like the surface of a balloon being inflated. As the universe expands, the distance between galaxies increases, and the farther away a galaxy is from us, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's like the fabric of space is being pulled apart faster than light can travel through it. Imagine a planet so extravagant, so opulent, that it would make even the most lavish earthly treasures pale in comparison. Well, get ready to be amazed, because astronomers believe they've found a planet made largely of pure, sparkling diamond. This cosmic gem, known as 55 Cancri e, orbits a star called 55 Cancri, located about 40 light-years away from us in the constellation Cancer. What makes this planet so special is its composition. It's twice the size of Earth, but 8 times as massive, and scientists estimate that it's made up primarily of carbon. Now, under the extreme pressure and heat deep within 55 Cancri e, that carbon would crystallize, forming a giant, planet-sized diamond. We're talking about a diamond so massive that it would make the Hope Diamond look like a tiny speck of dust. Just the thought of a diamond planet out there, sparkling in the vastness of space, is enough to ignite our imaginations. Forget Mount Everest. Mars is home to a volcano so colossal, so awe-inspiring, that it makes even the tallest mountain on Earth look like a mere hill. I'm talking about Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in our solar system. This behemoth of a volcano stretches an incredible 16 miles high, 3 times taller than Mount Everest. To put that into perspective, if you were standing at the base of Olympus Mons, its summit would be hidden from view by the curvature of Mars itself. On Earth, the movement of tectonic plates creates volcanic chains as magma rises from the mantle. But on Mars, volcanic hotspots remain fixed, allowing magma to erupt from the same location for billions of years, building up these massive volcanic structures. You might think the coldest place in the universe would be some distant dark corner of intergalactic space, far from the warmth of any star. But you'd be wrong. The coldest known place in the universe is actually right here in our own Milky Way galaxy. It's a nebula called the Boomerang Nebula, located about 5,000 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Centaurus. Now, nebulae are giant clouds of gas and dust, often illuminated by the light of nearby stars. But the Boomerang Nebula is different. It's what's known as a planetary nebula, formed when a dying star sheds its outer layers into space. The Boomerang Nebula has a temperature of just 1 degree Kelvin, which is about minus 458 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 272 degrees Celsius. That's just a tiny fraction of a degree above absolute zero, the theoretical point at which all molecular motion stops. Space is full of the unexpected, And these fun facts are just a glimpse of the wonders waiting to be discovered. Every fact we uncover makes the universe seem a little stranger, a little more mysterious, and a whole lot more exciting. So, what's your favorite fun space fact? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible adventures through the cosmos. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars.